Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for coming. Today's topic again, I want to introduce the Sixth Patriarch Hui Neng, Master Hui Neng. But before we say anything, let's sit quietly for 2 or 3 minutes, please. Or you can read the Wikipedia link, please. Just relax. Physically first, mentally. Enjoy this moment of silence. So, silent sitting, the key is to recognize your inner silence and stillness. You are listening, I'm talking, but all the listening and talking are happening in a field of silence. It's like all the objects you can see in the space are in this are really in the space. There's no separation between objects and the space. There's no separation between you and your doing. No matter you're doing or not doing something, you're busy or not busy, the pure awareness is always behind as background. That's a very important recognition. Actually, everyone, every sentient being is living in this field of stillness and silence. But unfortunately, majority of the people don't know this. They think they're separated. They are individuals. Just like no single object can be separated from space. You cannot escape, cannot be separated from the ultimate truth. Very interesting, right? The place you're looking for is the place you're looking from. The most profound discovery is this. All your desires, unnecessary. All your dreams, illusory. All your efforts, targetless. Stop. Because you reach your final destination. Consciousness itself. knows itself. No more dreams, no more illusions. All you see is the truth. All you experience is the truth. You arrive at home. You finally can rest, enjoy, have fun. You feel safety. You feel safe, secure, comfortable, clear. No more blockages. No more veilings. Everything becomes transparent. You also feel connected. No more separation. You feel the love, the authentic love, the unconditioned love, the everlasting love, the pure love. The dynamics of the love. Once you can feel the love, gradually, you become the love. You are so loving, lovely. You feel grateful. You are grateful because the connection with the love, the unconditioned pure love, if you can immerse yourself in this love, you must be grateful, appreciate it. You feel so free, really free. This freedom is based on your understanding of who you are, what you are, your understanding of the ultimate truth, your realization too. If I say understanding first, realization second, freedom, like the running water from mountains. They smile and sing because they know they're heading for the ocean. It's like the chirping of the robin in the late March in the valley because they know spring is coming. I love this. Poetic. Everything you see is so beautiful because you recognize you are living in heaven always. Always. You are resting your pure being. You're resting in your true self. No more struggle, no more suffering, no more illusions. You solve the greatest problem in the world by yourself because the problem in the world is generated by yourself. The moment you see the truth is the moment you solve the problem, any problem. Actually, there's no problem at all. It's all your wrong projection. In the true being, there's no problem. How could it be? How could it be? You feel the power. You are powerful. Your engine is on, fully charged, because now you're resting. In the field of infinity. You are rooted in the ground of eternity. You are living with or in the divinity. You are powerful. Like a star shining. The nucleus reactions is so powerful. Expelling every darkness in the way of your presence. No darkness can stand bear your brightness. You are so powerful. You are compassionate too. You know the origin of suffering, you know why people are suffering. Just as you did. You try to help. In the toolbox of wisdom. But also, you know you cannot push anyone who is not ready. You can only help awaken someone who is ready. Are you ready? You are so wise too. You see your projections, you see your dreams, you see your actions, reactions, you see your illusions. You know they all are empty. They are all empty. But in the very emptiness, you try to help, love, and awaken. Okay, that's kind of notes today. Maybe we can go back a little bit about this Master Hui Neng. I will continue from yesterday. So I just copy paste again the link. You guys still there? Hello, Saja. Maybe some review from yesterday. You know, Sixth Patriarch Huineng was uneducated, normal looking, normal. But he became the successor of the fifth patriarch because his direct and immediate attainment of Buddha nature. You see, even the senior disciple of fifth patriarch Hongren, the Shenxiu, was well educated, handsome, strong, 6 feet tall. But the fifth Patriarch Hongren did not pass the robe and bow to Shen Xiu. Why? Because he didn't see his Buddha nature yet. Whilst Huineng, the uneducated, the normal looking, had already the immediate and direct attainment of Buddha nature. That's why Hongren passed down and the robe. That's why Huineng became the sixth patriarch instead of Shen Xiu. So, are you handsome, beautiful, or ordinary? Just kidding. uh, Again, the fundamental Buddha nature is only made invisible to ordinary humans by their illusions. You see, let's say you didn't see your Buddha nature because you have illusions. The mind is a problem. The mind is a problem and a tool at the same time. How do you use it? It's like a carrier, a boat to the other shore. Do you use the boat just to fooling around, chit chat, spend 80 years, fooling around, doing the big projects or small projects, big business or small business? You're using your mind to do the non-important things, or comparing this ultimate truth, or you're using your mind as a boat to the other shore. You see, how do you use your mind? Is your mind a blockage, obstruction for you, or is your mind the carrier to the other shore? The mystery of human. The early life and the introduction to Buddhism. I just read a little bit, okay? According to Huineng's autobiography in the Platform Sutra, Huineng's father was from Fanyang, just a little village. But he was banished from his government position and died at a young age. Huineng and his mother were left in poverty and moved to Nanhai, where Huineng sold firewood to support his family. They are very poor. One day, Huineng delivered firewood to a customer's shop, where he met a man reciting the Diamond Sutra. Here is the key, okay? On hearing the words of the scripture, my mind opened up and I understood. 因以无所住而生其心. That's the key words he listened. No abiding to any phenomena mentally, physically, emotionally. Do you follow? It's like open monitoring. You're now in this, right now you're in this open monitoring. But do you know? I know. That's the tricky part, actually. See, everyone has the same foundation. Everyone starting from the same line. But the mind play tricks. That's the problem. So you see, my mind opened up and understood. Your mind can your mind open up and understand? He required about the reason that the Diamond Sutra was chanted, and the person stated that he came from the Eastern Meditation Monastery in Huangmei District, the province of Qi, where the fifth patriarch Hongden lived and delivered his teachings. Huineng's customer paid his 10 silver taels and suggested that he meet the fifth patriarch of Chan. So he used this money. He gave all this money from his friends or customer to his mom because he's the single child or son of his mom, and his dad passed away. Right? He's very how to say fat, respect and love his mom very much, and he did not want to leave his mom unattended, but he gave a lot of money. I mean, from borrowed from some friends. How to say supported him, gave him some money, and he gave his mom to for her to spend her rest of life. That's the story. Meeting the fifth patriarch of Chan Buddhism. That's a very important thing. So Hui Neng reached Huangmei 30 days later and expresses to the fifth patriarch his specific request of attaining Buddhahood. Are you eager to become a Buddha? I do. Since Huineng came from Guangdong and was physically distinctive from the local northern Chinese, the fifth patriarch Hongren requests his origin as a barbarian from the south. Normally, at that time, like north of China, are more like civilized. While if you come from the south, you're more like uneducated, more tendency. Barbarians from the south, and doubted his ability to attain enlightenment. Huineng expressed Hongren with a clear understanding of the ubiquitous Buddha nature in everyone and convinced Hongren to let him stay. The first chapter of the Ming Canon version Platform Sutra described the introduction of Huineng to Hongren as follows. You see, now is the interesting part. When you go spend 1 month traveling by walk, on foot, to meet a master, and and was asked, be asked a question like this. Okay? The patriarch asked me, "Who are you and what do you seek?" I replied, "Your disciple is a commoner from Xinzhou of Lingnan. I have traveled far to pay homage to you and seek nothing other than Buddhahood. Seek nothing other than Buddhahood. I want to become Buddha. I don't want money. I want to become a Buddha. I don't want a relationship. I want to become a Buddha. I don't want a better position, but I want to become a Buddha. I don't even want a family. I left my mom because now I have a bigger, the greatest desire to become a Buddha." Okay, so you are from Lingnan and a barbarian. How can you expect to become Buddha? This is very, striking. You guys, You are so ordinary looking, you have no education, and you're from, you are peasant. How dare you say you want to become a Buddha? You have nothing. Then wait, okay? That's the amazing part. Huineng replied, although people exist as Northerns, Southerns, Americans, Afghanistans, Russians, Ukrainians, Chinese, Japanese, but in the Buddha nature, there's neither nose or south, black or white, male or female. A barbarian differs from your holiness physically. Only physically we are different. But what difference is there in our Buddha nature? Do you follow? He's so confident. He even argued with the fifth patriarch, Hongren, at the first meeting. Anyway, Hongren is just to raise the question to test this uneducated future patriarch. Very interesting, right? Are you educated? We are all well educated, I suppose, but we are not Buddha yet. Why? The education, the very education you had in the past years and years may become a blockage for you. So your Buddha nature is not subject. You are educated or you're not educated, or how you're educated. Okay, we have some sharings. There's a few? Okay. Story of a Zen master? Great. Kirsten say, I like your notes today. Thank you. It's yummy, right? Wikipedia, the fundamental Buddha nature is only made invisible to ordinary human by their illusions. So, in the same way, we only remove the Maya. And Mima said, without a husband, woman went to poverty until 1960. Yes, poverty. But your state of Buddha nature is not subject to a husband or wife, not at all. So Saja say I'm trying to find a verse from Diamond Sutra that Hui Neng heard that caused him to awaken. There's a few different versions. Let your mind function freely without abiding anywhere or in anything. Yes? Open monitoring, no abiding. Depending upon no thing, you must find your own mind. That's the tricky part here. The moment I can talk, the moment you're listening right now, is the application of cosmic intelligence. Don't say it's mine. There's no ownership here, okay? You don't own your mind. Your mind serves you. Your mind is your servant, is a tool. Don't attach to it. Don't resist to it. Just let it functioning naturally. That's an open monitoring. Let your mind function freely, naturally, without any grasping, without any resisting, without any abiding. You are depending on nothing, but you are perceiving everything. That's the tricky part here. Macton, thank you. What? Thumbs up, down? I don't know. Let the minds be present without an abode. Yes, I'm talking, I'm using my word. You're listening to my word. No, no abode, no abiding. Everything becomes free, free in terms of no obstruction, free flow. You're present right now. You're present of something too, of everything. You're aware and you are aware of everything. But this, all the contents of your awareness does not block you. Every object in the space does not block you. Can any object in space block the space? Really block the space, I mean. The space between this computer and me, there's a little bit of space, a gap here, right? This space, I can put anything here, okay? My cup, a cell phone, my hand, my head. Millions ago, maybe just 100 years ago, there's a tree here. Millions of millions ago, there's a dinosaur walking, maybe in this space. No, nothing can block the space. In the same way, no thought's mind can block you, the awareness. You are unblockable. You cannot be conditioned. You see, the awareness is always present unless you fall deep sleep. Shared also by my dear beautiful Sunday to you and everyone. Thank you, Macton. The body is a vessel like tree. The mind is like a bright standing mirror. Oh, yeah, yes, that's the verse we're gonna study later. Delivery clean, digitally clean it at all times so it does not attract dust. Do you perhaps take this as a supinely rushing through one mind? That's the verse from Shen Xiu, the gradual cultivation, the founder of gradual cultivation. The body is a vessel like a tree. 身是菩提树. So the body is a body tree. Bodhi, Bodhi tree. You know, the Shakyamuni Buddha enlightened under the Bodhi tree, sitting there 7 days, right? Fully enlightened. So we use this Bodhi tree as a sign of awakening. The, the body is a vessel like a Bodhi tree. The mind is like a bright standing mirror. Why we use mirror as a metaphor? Because mirror can reflect. If a mirror cannot reflecting any image, or it cannot be called mirror. So in the same way, a mind can think, can experience, they say. A mind cannot think and experience, cannot be called a mind. So we are using the mind right now. It's like a mirror. So diligently we should clean the mirror to let go all the dust on it. How many dusts are in your mind now? Lord. We need to clean it. We need to clean every day. We need to meditate. We need to pray. We need to follow master. We need to prostrate. We need to do all kinds of things to clean it. Is that true? Does it work? Does it work? Mm-mm. So if you only attach to this gradual approach, you're doomed to fail. You need another side of this coin of awakening. Sudden enlightenment. We need Hui Neng's quote, or Hui Neng's verse. So let's go on. It's a good point. So we'll go actually maybe poem content, right? You see? It's very interesting. 8 months later, the fifth patriarch summoned all his followers and proposed a poem contest for his followers to demonstrate the stage of their understanding of the essence of mind. He decided to pass on his robe and teachings to the winner of the contest, who would become the sixth patriarch, Shen Xiu. The leading disciple of the fifth patriarch composed a stanza, but did not have the courage to present it to the master. Why? Because he's doubting himself. He has no confidence, as Hui Neng did in the first meeting with Hongren, the fifth patriarch. You see the difference? If you're enlightened, you know you're enlightened. There's no doubt at all. If you still have doubt, sorry, no go. But he did not have the courage to present it to the master. Instead, he wrote the stanza on the south corridor wall to remain anonymous. One day at midnight. At midnight, he silently went to a corridor, have a brush. Calligraphy. We don't have paper at that time. We don't have a pencil or paper. It's a wall. Calligraphy, and this censure was good. Was well educated. His calligraphy is good, words good, and he write his stanza: 身是菩提树，心如明镜台，时时常拂拭，目使染惹尘埃. So it's in Chinese, but translated as English, the body is the Bodhi tree. The mind is like a bright mirror stand. At all times we must strive to polish it and must not let dust collect. Is this absolute? Is it only relative? That's why Shen Xiu didn't become the successor, did not become the sixth patriarch. He's doing the relative thing. Meditation, pray, prostration, reading a spiritual book, watch a YouTube channel like this. It's all relative. He did not see his Buddha nature yet. So you see that the patriarch was not satisfied with Shen Xiu's stanza and pointed out that the poem did not show understanding of his own fundamental nature and essence of mind. He gave Shen Xiu a chance to submit another poem to demonstrate that he had entered the gate of enlightenment. Have you entered the gate of enlightenment? Do you know where it is? Can you grab the knob of the door or the gate? The majority of the population now are not interested in it at all. I mean, interested in awakening. They're busy of doing business, projects, relationships, family, which is okay. But if you spend all your in 100 years life for the relative things, you miss the absolute. I'm so sorry to say. Basically, you wasted your whole life. You haven't realized your infinite potential yet. Infinity. I mean it, okay? So that means no matter how successful you are, how worldly happy you are, in the comparison, in the contrast to the ultimate, that's nothing at all. It's like you cannot compare. You can give me a biggest number in the world. In the face of infinity, no number is big. Anyway, that's why awakening or enlightenment is so precious. Priceless, actually. Okay, let's go on. So that he could transmit his robe and dharma to Shen Xiu. But the student's mind was agitated and could not write one more stanza. 2 days later, the illiterate, uneducated Master Hui Neng came, having heard the Shen Xiu stanza being chanted by a young attendant. Remember, he cannot read. He could not read. He's illiterate. So someone have to read for him. Being chanted by a young attendant at the monastery and inquired about the context of the poem. The attendant explained to him the poem context and the transmission of the robe and dharma. Huineng asked to be led by the corridor. So he was led to the corridor. Well, he could also pay homage to the stanza. He asked a low-ranking official named Zhang Rong from Jiangzhou to read the verse to him, and then immediately asked him to write down a stanza that he composed. Okay, what he composed is, I think there's a three stanza here. Okay, let's see which one is the best translation. You see, I like the third one. Maybe the first one is good. Let's start the first one. Bodhi originally has no tree. The mirror has no stand. The Buddha nature is always clear and pure. Where is there room for dust? You are unconditionable. You don't need to cling. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to pray. You don't need to prostrate. You're already a Buddha. You want to become Buddha? The very mind, I want to become Buddha, is the blockage of your Buddha nature. Do you follow Buddhas? Mind is so tricky. I want to become a Buddha. This intention implies you are not a Buddha. The value of Master Huineng is that you are a Buddha already. You have to see that first. Then all your intentions, attentions, activities to become a Buddha will make sense. Bodhi originally has no tree. The bright mirror also has no sand. Fundamentally, there is not a single thing or dust. Where could dust arise? A, a full emptiness in the eyes of Huineng. Everything is already empty. There's no thing I need clear. There's no dust I need clear. You see, where could dust arise? There's no dust. How could dust arise? The power of negation. You are already clean. You're originally clean and pure. You're originally perfect and complete. That's called sudden enlightenment. Wow. The moment of wow. Only after this sudden enlightenment, all your practice will make sense. Yes, you still keep meditation, please. Don't drop it. You keep praying, please. Don't drop it. Reading a book, following a master. Just kidding. Okay, some sharings maybe met. The concept of collective silence quietly, naturally bring to mind notions of forgetting and amnesia, connective memory is generally understood to entail the narration and repetition of the past. There's no past. The past is your memory. The past is the tricks of mind. There's only now. And all of your memory, the past are empty. That's the first understanding, okay? And let's say the mind. That's all the play of the mind, the past, the future, your experiences in the past, your relationship, all the human civilizations, the ideas, the philosophy, science, and so on, right? Art, art is the play of a mind. It could be individual, could be collective, right? But Buddha say, let's say this mind, just put it simple, or empty. If you indulge yourself in the mind only, you suffer. If you live in the mind only, you definitely suffer. You are doomed to suffer. Because beyond the mind, the logic, reasoning, memorizing mind, there's something greater. All the awakening is to awaken to that part. Is not to stick it to the mind, to navigate the mind. Essentially, body is not a tree, the bright mirror is also, but the sand is not. Is also not standing. There's no nothing where it can attract dust. Again, you're originally pure, unconditioned. You think you can be conditioned, then you are doomed to be conditioned. Tricky, right? If you think you can be conditioned, you're doomed to be conditioned. Any conditioning, any experience, good, bad, neutral. If you think you are unconditionable, you are unconditionable. Very tricky now here. Because Master Huineng clearly realized he cannot be conditioned. That's why he said the stanza, there's no body tree. There's no mirror stand. All the things are empty. How come arise the dust? So absolute. Actually, no one understand his stanza at that time except Hongren. Thousands of disciples of the fifth patriarch Hongren. Only Hongren understand him. If you are understanding what I'm saying here, all the stanzas of the Huineng, you are enlightened already. Very simple. Not so complicated at all. Simple is beauty. The Tao is here now already. The God is here now. Are you clear to say it? If there's one doubt, that doubt will block you. Collective or individual wish to ensure that in certain events, eras, people, and experience are remembered. They quite naturally turn to understand images, connectives within the tangible rotten. Anyway, we are using the mind, the illusory mind, the empty mind, to the other shore. Now there's only one thing. In the whole world, there's only one thing, consciousness. Everything is the application of the consciousness, mind. That's the simplest way to explain this. There's nothing but consciousness. All your typings here, your words here, are the application of the consciousness itself, mind. Can you see the application of the mind? Behind this typing, talking, listening, watching, Do you notice you are the pure awareness? That's all. It's so simple. Then you can type, talk, listen, enjoy, having fun. Otherwise, we lost in the mind. That's all. Mind is a is a prison. If you do not see the tricks, it's like a how to say the hose. It's very dangerous. But once you recognize the true nature of mind, it's very powerful, authentic. What can be heard, seen, and touched has become the concentrate cornerstone of memory. As a result, absence and silence have often resulted predicate. Yes, the inner silence stillness is our home. All the activities beyond all the activities other than stillness and silence are very dangerous because if you don't recognize your inner stillness and silence, all the activities, vibrations can delude you like mayas of the core of the essence of who you are. It veils you. The mind veils the nature of who you are. Can you see your mind? To anchor our the sense of well-being to an ever-shifting, chaotic world, we will constantly feel anxious and unsettled in present. Um, First of all, look within. The, the shifting, chaotic world is a projection. It's a wrong projection because you didn't recognize your nature yet. So you see the shifting, chaotic, agitating world. Wrong. It's a wrong projection because you don't understand the nature of who you are. You don't understand the nature of the world. The world is your mind playing, is your mental images, concepts, translations. Fundamentally, there's no world. It's only you. You are projecting a world, and the projection and the you has no separation. The mirror and the reflections of the mirror are one. Do you follow, my dear Macton or awareness of Buddhas? My image in your cell phone or computer now is your reflection of a conscious mind, just like reflections of a mirror. Can you tell me, can you separate and reflection away from the mirror? Tell me. The shifting, chaotic, agitating world is your own projection. Wrong. That's the downside of the mind, let's say. The mind should serve you. Now it makes you suffering because you cannot see the mind. You cannot see the tricks of the mind. The mind is constantly, from moment to moment, playing tricks with you. real time. Look around. The world is your mind playing. The world is the images, complicated images and sounds, stories, relationships, families. All these, let's say the mind is the play of the mind. Let's say the world. The world is the play of your mind. And the mind is the application of the consciousness. If you see your mind, you see your pure consciousness, you are the Buddha. There's no separation between the image and mirror. No image of the mirror can damage the mirror. Make sense? Or sometimes I use the smart TV. No programs, no movies, thrillers, actions, bombings of the movie can damage the smart TV. You cannot be damaged. Nothing can shake you. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can kill you. Nothing can wet you. Nothing can burn you. Nothing can cut you. You reach a level of absolute. That's the standards means. There's no body tree. There's no mirror stand. There's no single thing. The world is images of your mind. You're projecting the world right now. I'm one of your images. I'm the one of your projections. Everyone is projecting a world. 8 billion different worlds. If you can see the emptiness of your projection, you are awakened. You reach your original Buddhahood. So simple. That's the power. That's the value of Master Hui Neng. He translated the infinite meaning of who you are to a finite stanza by using the negation. Only negations is very useful, powerful. To say you're not this, you're not that, negate. You give me anything, I just negate it, unless there's nothing to negate, you are that. You stop thinking, because everything you raised as question, I just negate it. Oh, you stopped. You can let the questioning mind go either. The very mind that's questioning, to ask a question, what is awakening, what is enlightenment, you let it go too. Okay, finally you rest in your pure being. Too much for you? You become so empty that makes you so full at the same time. It's full. It's very, it's like paradox. I don't know how to say it. You are empty, but you are full at the same time. Or you can say you're neither full nor empty. Or you can say you are both ocean and wave. Or you're neither wave nor ocean. No attachments. You stop any attachments to any idea, any concept. That's the middle way. You fully surrender. Your individuality dissolves into totality. I surrender. Because God is so powerful, you know. When there is a paradox, you know you found the truth. Yes, it simply be a paradox because the words reach its limitation. It's not because of your realization of paradox. No, words reach its boundary because this indivisible, immeasurable totality or wholeness cannot be explained by a finite word. So it seems to be paradoxical, but actually no. But I'm using the limited words to express that thing which is undescribable, unspeakable. Do you got it? Then my work is as in this video is done. Do you got it? Do you realize your Buddha nature? Do you realize there's no Bodhi tree, there's no mirror stand, there's no single thing? How could dust arise? The Sixth Patriarch stanza, like 1300 years ago, is a pointer. The word apple is not a real apple. You have to read apple. You have to eat the apple by yourself. The stanza is a pointer to pointing to that state of mind or enlightenment. Do you realize it? If you realize it, then my mission today is done, accomplished. We are looking at the same stanza in the same field with the help of Sixth Patriarch Hui Neng, because at this moment, actually, we are in the same field. The presence of the Master Hui Neng is here now. I am with Hui Neng now. Are you? Hui Neng is here now. His physical body died 13,000 years ago, but his mind, his pure consciousness lives forever. The ocean never dies, the truth never dies, the waves disappears and appears. Do you see that? How could truth die? If a truth changes day by day, year by year, then it's not a truth. Truth is a constant, universally constant, not earthly constant. Okay. Do you know the scientific constants or constants in the physics? The speed of light is a constant, 300,000 kilometers per second. But it's a relative constant. It's not a universal either. Why we have entanglements? If you tickle a particle here, that age of other cosmos billions of light years away, that light, another article entangled with this article, or smiling or spinning much faster than the speed of light. The speed of light is a relative constant. I'm talking about the absolute now. Do you follow? If this is up or down, if I'm pointing this way, you must say up. This up is relative in outer space. When imagine you're in outer space and you're pointing this is neither up nor down, nor left nor right. You have to reach an absolute understanding of totality. Then you are not fooled by any relativity. Do you follow? Master Huineng's stanza is pointing to that absolute. And the Shenxiu stanza is all in about relatives. That's their difference. That's why Shenxiu is not the sixth patriarch. Huineng is the sixth patriarch, because Huineng reached the absoluteless. Shenxiu is still in a relative, a worldly person, a little bit higher than a worldly person, that's all. Are you Shenxiu or Huineng? Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much for your presence. Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Originally, at least. Apples is just an example. If you talk about apples every day for years and you never eat an apple, that sucks. If I talk about awakening days and nights and years and months, I never taste awakening, that sucks. Only you know you are enlightened or not. Maybe a master knows too, but you have a very close relation with that master, just like Hongren and Hui Neng. In that conversation, in the first meeting of the fifth and the sixth, they know, the fifth know that Hui Neng is enlightened already. Thank you, Matkin. Thanks for your sharing. Also, Kirsten, always beautiful. Maybe there's Saja, Mima. Thank you. See you next time.